listen, in 20 years won't do an interview. Nobody's ever talked to her, and she's never been interviewed anywhere. And now, understand, I'm not talking about one person. What I just told you applies to 7 people. How they all end up with that. That's part of what you get. I came in this business saying I was going to expose. When I talked about Michael Jackson, when I talked about R. Kelly, they canceled me for these things because why would you talk about another black dude? Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. T.G. Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
Katt Williams just confirmed something we all guessed. 50 Cent took out 7 big names from the Netflix documentary about Diddy. Katt said this would happen months ago, and now it's true. So, what's going on? Katt Williams is now talking about the Netflix documentary mess. He says 50 Cent protected certain famous people by keeping them out of the final film. Remember when Katt said, all lies will be exposed? He was talking about this. I'll tell you the 7 names that were removed. We'll also talk about why they were protected and how Katt knew this would happen. Some people even tried to pay 50 Cent to leave names out, but Katt already knew those names would stay hidden. Let's go back to 2024. Katt was on a show and basically predicted Diddy's trouble. He warned that the truth would come out this year. Now, 50 Cent made this documentary for Netflix called Diddy, The Reckoning. It shows private moments of Diddy before he was arrested. Diddy's lawyers tried to stop it, but Netflix released it anyway. Right now, Diddy is going to prison for 4 years. But there's more coming, over 150 lawsuits, some involving minors. The police are still investigating, and they're even talking to the team from Tupac's old case. People say there are secret tapes of Diddy that show other celebrities doing bad things. Katt Williams recently made a joke that basically proves it's all true. Listen.
They just gave P. Diddy 4 years. Say that again. But they get 27 years. 4 years. Meanwhile, they tried to give me 4 years with 2 blunts I had no intention of smoking in the first place. Same 4 years. I don't give a fuck. Being an ass-picking devil worshiper is not against the law. They put that man on a whole RICO because they thought he was f***ing for China. They said, bring out the 9 cross. 9 niggas walked out there. That ain't even get the law. Go on and get you found. That man liked niggas so much as his punishment. They sent him to the place with the most. So I ain't finna say shit.
That wasn't just a joke. It was Katt Williams confirming what he's been saying. He knows the truth and who got protected. So, here are the names. First is Snoop Dogg. Snoop has been close friends with Diddy for many, many years. They've hung out and worked on music together. But Snoop was left out of the film. Someone named Ally Carter said some shocking things about him, and that's likely why.
Everybody knew that Snoop Dogg, not again, mentioned him in December of 2020, but everybody beat the hell out of me. Through you, that can't be true. What the hell do I know, right? And then recently it just came out again that Snoop Dogg got accused of trafficking children. And what did everybody do? Ooh, Snoop Dogg is at the halftime. I'm going to the halftime. But we canceled Dr. Seuss and Jemima. And nobody mad. Nobody. Super Bowl happens. They were dripping down from the letters, the LVI. I know, but that's fine. That's fine. Let's go to the game. Make some hot wings. It's fine. It'll pass. It'll pass, right? It's a phase. It's just a phase. But oh no, tell somebody that plastic straws are coming back and throw a fit. Let a convict get arrested. Somebody put a knee on a convict's neck and it's over. Neck of it out. Crickets. Crickets. Nothing. Everything's fine.
Alright, so this part is about Ally Carter. She has said that Snoop Dogg is actually worse than Diddy. She claims he has even more power and protection. She tried to talk about him back in 2020, but a lot of people just yelled at her and called her a liar. She said Snoop has been accused of some very serious and bad things. But instead of getting in trouble, he got to perform at the Super Bowl halftime show. Ally Carter even pointed out strange symbols at the show, but nobody really paid attention. So why did 50 Cent remove Snoop from the documentary? Because Snoop is too connected. He's very protected. If they tried to expose him, the whole film might never have been released.
We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close, but it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did it.
No, I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even, I don't want it to come close to the bed at all. I should look like he fresh off a goddamn plane. I should.
Fresh off the guard stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, pause, but like, that's how. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world.
Yo, what the did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this but me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes, and we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen, that was fucking stupid. Listen,
we having a good time, yo. Oh, your usher made it in the. Hey, yo.
Fuck that mic. I'm a thug. At the end of the day, I kill niggas, man. No, listen. At the end of the day, I kill niggas.
Kevin Hart actually recently hosted the BET Awards. While he was on stage, he made jokes about the Diddy situation. But to those paying attention, his jokes seemed to reveal a lot. It felt like he was hinting that he knows more than he's saying publicly.
For somebody to invite him in, hey, don't do it, okay? We all saw the movie Sinners. Don't let his here so he can bite somebody. So he can bite Playboy Cardi again, okay? Playboy Cardi definitely been bit. Something happened, Playboy Cardi. Playboy Cardi's been bit. I know he has. Nobody let Kanye in. No. Tonight, I will do my part. Everybody will get flowers. I'll do my part to make sure that I put us on a high pedestal, man. Also, I'm gonna do my part. I'm shutting down the idea of after parties. No after parties tonight, okay? None. Take your home after this. That's why I did it on a Monday. People gotta go to work tomorrow. No after parties. That's where it's slippery at them after parties. Okay? We're learning a lot about people, ain't we? We're learning a lot. God is good all the time. Kurt, that makes it right. Whatever I just said goes away. Funny.
He joked about after parties, saying that's where things get slippery. He said, "We learning a lot about people, ain't we?" and then finished with, "God is good all the time." On the surface, it seemed like his usual comedy. But many felt he was sending a secret message. He even made sure the awards were on a Monday, so people would have to go to work, and specifically said, "No after parties tonight." That was very intentional.
Hart took $50 million to unversion his whole.
Can you explain a little bit?
No, I just told you.
Kevin likely knows a lot about the darker side of the industry. He was there for a lot of it. But he's a huge star now, and pulling him into this mess would cause a lot of problems. That's why 50 Cent removed him from the documentary, to protect him, and to protect the whole comedy world from scandal. Now, let's talk about Maze. This is frustrating because Maze was one of Diddy's closest people back in the day. He was at the center of everything, the parties, the business, the music. He knows all the secrets. But Maze is completely silent about it. It took him 10 years just to get out of his contract with Diddy. Even now that he's free, he still never says anything bad about him.
No, this is freedom paper. No, I set the rules. What's up, Mace?
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Mace.
Marvin is back in the building. What up, Batman?
What up, Mace? How you doing, boy?
Better than I look.
What's up, Mace? How you been, man?
I'm chilling, man. All my cards still work. Just the puff doing good stuff, you know?
Hey, every once in a while, you got to do something good.
During a radio interview, Diddy said Maze was now free to work. But Maze's reaction was strange. He seemed nervous and overly grateful. He said, "It took me 10 years to get this paperwork right here," and joked he wasn't used to Diddy doing something good. This shows how much control Diddy had. So why was Maze taken out of the documentary? It's likely because he's too scared to talk, or he's still under Diddy's influence. Putting him in the film would just raise more questions about why he stays silent. 50 Cent probably decided to just leave him out. Now, let's talk about Meek Mill. This one is messy. Meek has been around Diddy and other powerful people for years. There have always been rumors about him. Recently, Orlando Brown made a strange comment that got people talking even more.
Mill came out saying that he'll pay somebody $100 grand to investigate that he has nothing to do with anything with Diddy.
You can't take back what your butthole received.
Orlando Brown has said a lot of crazy things over the years, but sometimes he ends up being right. Meek Mill's name keeps coming up in these conversations. Then things got even stranger. An audio file leaked online that people say features Meek Mill. And many claim the other voice in that audio is P. Diddy himself.
Meek, real rap.
You think that audio that they put out was real?
Yeah, that was Nicki put that out there. That Nicki recorded that at the freak off in the Calabasas. She been waiting to drop that shit on Meek. She just wasn't gonna tell nobody it was Diddy. But now that Diddy out there, why not?
Jaguar Wright, who often talks about industry secrets, said she believed it was definitely Diddy in that audio. The clip was bad and spread fast, but it was quickly taken down from the internet. So why did 50 Cent remove Meek Mill from the documentary? Because that audio was never proven to be real. Putting it in the film would have caused huge lawsuits. Meek is still powerful in the industry, with money and lawyers. 50 Cent made a business choice to avoid that fight. Now, this brings us to Justin Bieber. His case is different because he is seen as a victim. Justin lived with Diddy when he was a young teenager. There are old videos where Diddy says he had custody of Justin for 48 hours, and Justin looks very uncomfortable. So why isn't Justin in the documentary? Because 50 Cent chose to protect him. Recently, paparazzi asked Justin about it, and his reaction was very sad.
Y'all, paparazzi spoke to Bieber, and all he had to say recently was that, "Don't ask me about that man ever. Some things I moved on from for my own peace. What's in that documentary, let's just say people are finally waking up." He also goes on to say, "I was a kid, I didn't know anything, I don't ever want to talk about that again."
Justin said, "Don't ask me about that man ever. Some things I moved on from for my own peace." What's in that documentary? Let's just say people are finally waking up. Then he added, "I was a kid. I didn't know anything. I don't ever want to talk about that again." You can hear the hurt in his voice. Justin was just a child when all this happened. He didn't have a choice. 50 Cent made the right call by leaving Justin out. Including him would have meant showing what happened to a kid. It would have been too dark, even for Netflix. Justin is trying to heal and move on with his life now. 50 respected that Justin was a victim and left him alone. Honestly, that was the most decent thing 50 could have done. Next is Usher. Usher's story is important because he was the first. He lived with Diddy as a teenager in what they called a flavor camp. This was before Justin Bieber, before anyone else. Usher has talked about seeing things he can't forget. He's hinted at experiences that changed him. Later, it was Usher who actually sent Justin Bieber to Diddy, a decision he probably regrets every single day. So why did 50 Cent remove Usher? For the same reason as Justin. Usher is also seen as a victim. Katt Williams warned about what they do to young stars. He said they take talented kids and put them through things that break them. Usher was the first one. They tested everything on him. According to people close to the production, the part about Usher was too dark for TV. What happened to him was too disturbing to include. Usher is trying to protect his legacy and his career now. Pulling him back into this would have hurt him all over again. 5-0 made the call to leave Usher out, and that was the right decision. And now we get to the biggest one. The name that matters more than any other on this list, Clive Davis. Most people don't know who Clive Davis is, but in the music industry, he is the man. He is above Diddy. He's the true gatekeeper. Diddy doesn't make a move without Clive's approval. Clive discovered and managed stars like Whitney Houston and Alicia Keys. He's been in the industry for over 50 years. He knows everyone. If Diddy threw wild parties, imagine what Clive's parties were like. Diddy was just a worker. Clive was the boss. Katt Williams said it himself. He asked, Diddy was just a worker. Who is the boss? The answer is Clive Davis. So why did 50 Cent remove Clive? One word, fear. If you expose Clive Davis, the documentary doesn't get released. Netflix wouldn't air it. Streaming services wouldn't touch it. Clive has more power than anyone realizes. He's connected to record labels, streaming platforms, media companies, everything. Going after Clive would have meant the end of the documentary before it even started. 50 Cent had to remove Clive's name because if he didn't, you wouldn't be watching it at all. It would have been buried. That's the most important name left off the list. Everyone focuses on Diddy, but Clive created the system that allowed Diddy to do what he did. Diddy learned everything from Clive. Taking down Diddy doesn't mean much if Clive stays protected. And that's exactly what happened. So, there you have it. The 7 names that 50 Cent removed from the Netflix documentary. Katt Williams told us this would happen. He said all lies would be exposed in 2024. But he also knew the biggest names would stay hidden. He knew certain people were too powerful to touch. From Snoop Dogg to Clive Davis, these names show you how deep the protection goes. The system protects its own. It always has, and it always will. The Netflix documentary is just the beginning. More charges are coming for Diddy. The police are still investigating. The lawsuits keep piling up. Now I want to hear from you. What story surprised you the most? What do you think 50 Cent should have put in the documentary? Tell me your thoughts in the comments below and subscribe to my channel. Let's really talk about this. I'll see you in the next video. Stay smart out there.